Hello, Big Daddy Fun here. Thank you for joining me for another Minecraft video. This is the Unbreakable Bedrock Season 2, and this is episode 48. In the last episode, I built the mangrove tree farm over here, and with that, I was able to get all the mangrove wood that I needed, and so I was able to finish the floor and everything else that I needed to in my nether hallway. Now, you may be asking or wondering, what did I do with all the netherrack that I dug out from the nether hallway? Well, I've got a full shulker box and almost another full shulker box here. What I've been doing is I've been smelting it all up. I have almost a full double chest here, and actually I'm going to make that a full double chest, or at least close to it. I've been smelting it up and converting it into nether brick, and then as the nether wart out here grows, I've been converting it into red nether bricks. I've also been converting some of it into regular nether bricks because I have another project that I want to do, and I actually think I'm going to do that project today. Before I show you what the project's going to be, I needed to come up here to the drowned farm and mend some of my tools. I flew to the ice. It was a deep frozen ocean, I think it was, something like that, and had to collect some ice. Ethy restocked his shop in the shopping district. I bought all the blue ice that he had, and it still wasn't enough. I needed to get like 2 more stacks, and so I needed to mend my elytra. While I was digging out the tunnel for the nether hallway, I came across some ancient debris. So I smelted it up, added some gold ingots, and now I've got 2 netherite ingots. So I want to do my diamond leggings and make them netherite. So now I've got full netherite armor again. And I also think that I'm gonna do my shovel. So now I've got 2 more items to make netherite. I am here in the nether hallway. In between episodes, I've done a lot of work, and as you can probably see, it goes down quite a ways. So now if I want to travel to my raid farm, it doesn't take me near as long as it did when I would run. As you can see, we're at the portal already. So this is the portal for the raid farm. And if we go over this way, just a short distance, and then here is the kill chamber for the guardian farm. Is just before this hallway, there is another hallway that goes off to the side, probably about halfway in between. And if I go over here and go down, this will bring me out to a crimson forest. Now what's important about this is right over here is a nether fortress. I was going to say what I want to do is turn this into a wither skeleton farm. However, when I came out, I kind of looked around a little bit, and I came over here And if you look, you can see that looks like it's already slabbed off. So it looks like somebody has already been working on that particular nether fortress, which is okay because I did spend some time um, some people might consider it as a way of cheating. I went on chunk base, and if I go down this way quite a distance, there is another nether fortress. And most of that is in a Soul Sand Valley. So I think in this episode, we're going to end up going to that nether fortress, and we're going to end up making a wither skeleton farm. That's going to be helpful in a couple ways because the wither skeleton farm that I plan on making also collects blaze rods, which I do not have very many blaze rods. I'll also be able to collect a lot of coal. And I'm not really sure why I'm still walking on this when I can go a whole lot faster. So I am very, very low on my coal supply right now because of smelting all that netherrack. I started using sticks, but that wasn't very beneficial. It didn't really, they don't last long. A stack of sticks will only smelt down half a stack of netherrack. So I need to find another way, another source of getting coal. And so with the wither skeleton farm, that'll solve that problem. Also, I will get the benefit of getting some wither skeleton skulls. In this shulker box, you'll see I have a conduit, a beacon, I have a couple conduits, and I actually have a couple totems of Undying in there, and my sponges. I will be able to add to the conduit because I do have another Heart of the Sea, and I got plenty of Nautilus shells, so I will be able to make another conduit and add it, but I've only got one beacon, and I would like to get some more. I decided while I was at it I was going to go down. I grabbed 8 Nautilus shells, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to make that conduit and put it in with the other 2. So now I got plenty of conduits. I got 3 of them. Not really sure that I have a particular use for them at this point, but it's always good to have some extra, I think. I am here in the nether in this hallway, so I guess I could say that I kind of made a mistake. Turns out that the wither skeleton farm that I wanted to make and the fortress that I had picked out was not going to work out. The fortress basically has to be 100 blocks away from any other biome. And the one that I had picked out is less than 100 blocks away from another biome. And I would kind of like to be as efficient as possible. So I decided to search for another fortress. So I have an old version of our world backed up on my computer. And so I went into that version in creative mode. And I flew around to look for different fortresses, and I found one that will work very well. However, I need to dig a tunnel to get to the fortress, and that's what I'm doing now. However, I've already dug probably close to, I would say close to 1,000 blocks this way, and probably close to 2,000 blocks the other way, and I still have about another 1,500 blocks to dig out. So this has been quite the process. Since I recorded the last section, it's been a bit of time. There's been quite a bit that's happened. My work has picked up again, and I've been working a lot of hours again. Also, you might notice that my XP level is lower than it was previously. Those of you that are very observant would notice that. Maybe a bunch of you wouldn't really have noticed that the level is a lot lower, but it is. And it is not because I died. What happened was I was on with another player and wanted to show the Guardian farm, and that player went to the Guardian farm, and I had just written in chat, "Don't go down low," and next thing it popped up that the other player died. And it turned out that player went down and landed pretty much where the Guardian farm was, and all the Guardians spawned. So what happened was they did not have some gear to replace, and they wanted a sword with sharpness and some other enchantments on it. And so I made the sword and gave it to the player, and it cost me quite a few experience points to put that sword together with all the enchantments. I have been slowly working on trying to get my levels back up a little bit. I did get some levels back from trading with some villagers, but also I needed to go back and mend my pickaxe, because after digging so many blocks, my pickaxe was in pretty bad shape. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you anymore with the digging of this tunnel. And so I'll check back in with you when I am a lot closer to the fortress, and then we'll get this farm made. This block here is the block that I need to get to. However, I need to be about 36 blocks lower than what I am. It has been quite some time since I recorded the last part of this video. I've had quite a bit take place. Work has gotten rather busy again, and quite honestly, to a certain degree, I haven't really had a real great passion to play the game for a little bit now. Anyway, I do want to try to get this video out, and so here I am. I am on the level that I need to be, and right over here is the fortress, at least part of the fortress. And so I just need to build a bridge over to the coordinates that I need to go to. And as you can hear, there is a gas there, which doesn't thrill me. But I brought a couple shulker boxes with me, and so in one of those shulker boxes, I have some potions of invisibility. Now, let me update you also. I kind of was in here and I was digging around, and quite honestly, I've lost my tunnel to to get back to where I was. But that's okay because I know sort of whereabouts I need to go. Also, over here, I found a bastion. So I started digging my way in because I thought that was the direction that I needed to go, and it turns out it's not. But when I did that, I did get the advancement of those were the days. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of box myself in back here so I can open my shulker boxes without the piglins getting too angry with me. Well, they're going to get angry with me, but at least they won't be able to get to me. So I'm going to do this in the form of a time lapse, and so once I have everything together, I'll get myself back out and I'll go over to the bridge area there and I'll bridge out and I'll start building, and I'll put everything together in a time lapse. See you then. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the little time lapse that I put together for you. So I am at the Wither Farm now. I've actually spent a bit of time here, and you'll notice that I have a couple shulker boxes here. This one's mostly filled up with bones, a few blaze rods, and about half a stack of wither skeleton skulls, and this one is filled up with coal. So I have to tell you that I kind of goofed up when I built this farm, the spawning platform was put on the wrong level. After I built everything, I came up here and nothing was spawning. And I was like, okay, what did I do wrong? So I actually had to go into spectator mode, and I went down and I checked. What happened was is I have a downloaded world, or downloaded version of our world, that I use for creative to kind of work on any ideas I have, and to check things out. I don't go on it very often, but I thought, well, I'll use that to find the fortress that I want to use. And it turned out that when I looked at the highest point of that fortress, it was 72. When I went into spectator mode, I went down and I looked. The highest point of this fortress is 67. So apparently what happens is Minecraft generates the buildings, and they generate differently. So apparently what happened was is when it generated in the creative world that I used, it was different than this world. So I actually had to go back down, remove everything from this fortress for the spawning platform, and rebuild it again 5 blocks lower. If you notice in the time lapse, nothing spawned on the spawning platform, which I should have realized that there was something not right at that point. Anyway, so I had to move that platform, and actually this platform, I think I dropped this one down 5 blocks as well. So now everything's working okay. It's not an exceptional rate of wither skeletons coming in, but it's actually not bad. I can't complain. I'm getting a decent amount of coal coming in, which is one of the things that I was looking for. And I've gotten a fair number of wither skeletons so far. At this point, I can spawn 9 withers and get 9 beacons. So I'm happy with that. I would say all in all, this has been a success. I am going to put a link in the description for the video. It was from Shulkercraft for this design. So if you want to build it, you can follow his instructions. And you can build one of your own. It's not real difficult, and I think most people can do it. I do recommend using the Potion of Invisibility. It does help out. You probably didn't see it in the time lapse, but I actually had it where when I was building the spawning platform, a ghast bumped into me and started shooting at me. It was rather a scary moment because I did not have any armor on. I did not have my elytra on, and the ghast was shooting at me. Fortunately, I had my bow on me, and I shot him fairly quickly, and I took care of that problem. At any rate, I think I'm going to end the video here. I thank you all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you very much. I do apologize again for this video taking so long to get out. This is probably going to be one of my shorter videos, but it took me an extremely long time to record it and actually do it. But anyway, I'm hoping to get videos out on a little bit more of a timely basis. So I appreciate each of you, and I thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. And I will catch you next time. Until then, I'm Big Daddy Fun.